Hi, this is Kanaya, and today is January 30th. So, I want to show you a couple of things before we get started. So, now I made these little cup cozies, and they come in all different colors. And I made the heart thingies. Yep, I made the hearts. And I made the bear. So I fixed them because the ears, they weren't even. So I had to fix his ears. So going back to day 25, when I was showing you this bear, and the ears was like in front. His ears was in front, and the ears was in the back. So I'm like, let me go fix this bear up so he can look good as new. So this is the little bear I made, and I made this one in pink. So this one should be even enough to see that when once you touch this ear and you go into the other ear, that means you're crossing the bridge from the right ear to the left ear, because that means they're even. So once the ears are even, that means you can cross the bridge from one ear to another ear. So that means they're even. So it's not like, so crossing the bridge is not like you driving to cross the bridge. It's not like you cross the bridge, like you have to drive a car to cross the bridge. So the ears reminds me of crossing the bridge. So you have to see, you see these ears? They look even. So the ears are crossing the bridge, That means they're even. So let's say if one side is in front and the other side is in the back, that means they're not crossing the bridge from each other because they're uneven and they don't look the same. So let's get started. Let's get started on this blanket. And the projects that I show you, are all taking place in my shop. So it's on Make a Place by Michaels. So if you guys want to know my store, my store name is Knitted by Nye. So I'll post the link in the description box. So now I want to get started on this blanket, and it's coming out beautiful. I like the way it looks. You see, yellow and orange goes well together. You see this? This is amazing. So now the products are amazingly good. And now you want me to show these two real quick? You see these two? These two are best friends together. At least we'll try to see, they best friends. And they love each other, so now they hugging each other and say, I love you. So, alright guys. So, we just gotta, so when you do like certain projects and certain things, we want to make sure they even. So, we won't look like one side is even and the other side looks damaged and looking. So in order to make sure they even, you can look at the other side and see what the other side is at, and we can make it look the same as the other side. So, and so you see these two, the ears look the same and they both friendly. You see them? They best friends. They're best friends together. So now let's see how you can. Now we can. So now we can see that they both love each other and they kind of like best friends with each other. So let's see. Let's see what good friends are. Good friends. So, because recently, like the last few videos, I was explaining what could a good friend do and what could a worse friend do. So, it says a good friend is someone you can trust, feel comfortable with, and who makes you feel appreciated. Good friends are accepting, honest, and dependable, and they support you through life, ups and downs. You mean ups and downs? You know, some friends, sometimes friends, well, friends could be nice, and friends could be mean. So depending on the situation that they're in. So. So let's see what ups and downs real quick before we get to the quality of a good friend. So let's see. And I want you guys to know that you don't have to be friends with people that you don't get along with and who's gonna put you down. So So, ups and downs is a section of both good and bad experiences. So, so sometimes friends are happy and sometimes friends are sad. So it says, what does ups and downs mean in slang? Sometimes happy and sometimes sad. She's been very up and down since her husband went into the hospital. So, so depending on the situation that someone might be in, so that's an example. That's an example of ups and downs in the situation. So it says, what is a word that means ups and downs? Fluctuations, changes, for vicissitudes. Let's see. Vicissitudes and mood. So depending on what mood they're in, they might be happy or sad. So ups and downs is a mixture of good and bad experience. So let's go to the qualities of a good friend. So some qualities of a good friend is trustworthy. You can rely on them to be honest and dependable, respectful. They show consideration and regard for you. Empathetic. They understand and share your feelings and offer support. They non-judgmental. They accept you for who you are, forgiven. They care about you. They care about your well-being and offer advice that's in your that's in your best interest. Good listener. They actively listen to you and validate your feelings. Good friends make you feel good about yourself and who you are. They prioritize friendship and want to be around you, even if you're separated by this. If even if you're so separated by distance. So so it says, what is another word for good friend? So sometimes they can be besties, devoted friend, blood brother, staunch friend, great friend, faithful friend, superior, trusted friend. So they can be any friend. That's so it says, what is being a good friend? A good friend is someone who you can be yourself with and around, who you move when you move and who you move improve. They make you feel good about yourself and who you are. They're willing to apologize and admit when they're wrong. The ability to admit to shortcomings is a highly undervalued quality in a person. So, let's say if a friend does something bad, and then you can tell them how their actions make you feel. So, as opposed to sit there and look spaced up and don't know what to do. So, the expression from yesterday say, don't just sit there, do something about it. So, the expression was telling you, don't sit there and look spaced up, do something about it. Or you can do something about it so that you can help the situation. You can't expect things to come to you. You just have to get up and try. So let's see. You can't expect things to come to you. So you can't expect things to come to you means that you shouldn't passively wait for good things to happen in life without taking any action. You need to actively work towards your goals and your desires instead of simply hoping that they will appear on their own. So, it says key points about this phrase: avoid passivity and encourage taking initiative and not relying solely on luck on others to bring you to and avoid passively and encourage taking initiative and not relying solely on luck or others to bring you what you want. Focus on effort. To achieve your goals, you need to put in the necessary work and effort. Manage expectation. Having unrealistic expectation can lead to disappointment if things don't happen as you plan. So so some some way you have to get up and try, and you make plans, but it does so, and then you get upset that you don't. So if you get upset when that exactly doesn't go as planned, so what you can do is you can switch your plans to another time, or you can get up and see what other plans you can come up with. So these are solutions that you can do in that situation. So don't expect things to come to you. So either you get up and straighten your problems out. So that's how they mean that's how I was mean, like, you can't expect things to come to you. So that's what it means, that you shouldn't have to wait for others to depend on you. You can just get up and do it. So now we can go back to good friends. So it says, what is the difference between a friend and a good friend? So friends often have some differences, be it hobbies, interests, outlooks on life, or belief. Good friends can probably understand these differences and accept you for who you are. So that's what I was saying in the beginning. So let's see. Because some friends or acquaintances, they don't really know you, or they don't really know who you are. So it says, what is the definition of a good friend? So research shows that friendship can have a significant impact on not only our emotional well-being, but also our physical health, and that being friends with two or more people can lead to more satisfactory quality of life. Friendship can affect everything from our blood pressure to our immune function to heal from illness. For this reason, it can be important to define what it means to have a good friend and determine ways to nurture healthy friendship. Many of us may believe that we have true close friendship, but may not give too much thought to how we should actually define a good friend. Because a friend can be someone you've been close to for years, or they could be someone fairly new in your life. They could be someone you bond with over a favorite sport or TV show, or perhaps a new friend you made at school or work. A friend comes from all aspects of our life. In this article, we reflect what friendship is and how to recognize a good friend versus a bad friend using a few possible signs. So, what is friendship? The definition of a friend for most of us is someone who the definition of a friend for most of us is someone who we feel connected to and who is there for us in some way. So according to friendship, researcher Linda Denworth scientists have found 3 minimal factors for a quality friendship. It has to have these maximal 3 things: is a stable, a long-standing bond, is positive, and is cooperative. It's helpful, reciprocal, I'm there for you, you're there for me. Reciprocal. So a good friend might be there for you, or a good friend could be they can help you with problems, or they can have a conversation with you. They can spend some quality time, Reciprocal. Yeah, so it's helpful, reciprocal. I'm there for you, you there for me. So let's see what reciprocal is. So it says reciprocal, given, felt, or done in return. So a reciprocal action or agreement or arrangement involves two people or groups of people who behave in the same way or agree to help each other and give each other advantages. So now we could read more about friendship. A friend is often someone that you experience a bond with. You may experience some common belief and values with friends, and often a friend is someone you trust and enjoy being around with. Friends can be in person or online and can vary in distance. You might have a next door neighbor friend or a friend thousands of miles away. Some friends may be casual. You may talk sometimes and even enjoy each other's company, but the connections may not be very strong with your best friends. You may feel more deeply connected and know you can rely on them for support. The friendship may seem very reliable, and this friend may make it easy to pick up where you left off. Good friendship and good friends can often stand the test of time. Let's see. Good friends can often stand the test of time. So let's see the test of time. So the test of time is to last or remain proper for a long time. So what they mean by the test of time, they mean they can stand for a long time. So these relationships are often made for mutual respect and care for each other's well-being. What is the difference between a friend and an acquaintance? An acquaintance is a person who you may talk to on occasion and may see at a dinner party or other social event, but the bond of a friend or a personal relationship is not there. An acquaintance might not be the person you talk to when problems are happening as you would with a close friend. That said, some acquaintances may become friends if we give them a chance. The main characteristic of a friend in this case is someone with who you have more trust and connection. Possible signs of a healthy relationship with your friend. Now that we have a sense of friendship in general, let's consider a few possible qualities of a good friend. Here are some possible ways. Here are some possible ways to know that you have a true friend and a quality, healthy friendship. They provide emotional support. A good friend is often someone who will be there for you constantly, whether that's through simple words or a granted gesture. A good friend likely won't desert you because you're having a hard time or experiencing sadness. Good friends often recognize that life can present significant challenges, and they will be there for you when that happens. A good friend stays by your side, and a real friendship goes through these trials and remains strong. Number two, a friend listens to you. A good friend is often is often someone you can be vulnerable and open with. They are often someone you feel comfortable talking honestly with because you know they are genuinely listening and care about what you have to say. They feel good when you're around them. A good friend is typically someone who you enjoy spending time with, and they may also increase your self-esteem when you're around them. With a good friend, you may laugh, have fun, feel connected, and generally enjoy each other's company rather than worrying about being judged. You can feel you often feel comfortable and confident when you're around good friends. They are empathetic towards you. A good friend is often empathetic to your struggles or what you're experiencing and shows that they care. A good friend will often try to understand who you are as well as your perspective and gives you space to express your feelings. A good friend typically won't be judgmental or dismissive. They can apologize and forgive. In a long term friendship, there are likely to be some arguments. In a long time friendship, there are likely to be some arguments at times. Good friends typically recognize this reality and are able to both apologize and forgive, within regions, of course. Good friends can forgive each other and continue nurturing a positive friendship. Not all friendships are healthy. If you've been questioning your friendship with someone, there are a few signs that someone may not be a good friend to you. Here's a few signs to consider. They are only around when you need something. Some friends may only want to spend time with you when they need something. When you given them what they needed, they may stop acting like a friend. Friends can help each other, but if the help is one-sided, or if the friend is only around when they want something from you, this may be a sign that you're being used. So I'm figuring, what can you do in that situation? So a friend is only around when they need something or they want something or they want to hang out with you whenever they get a chance to. So the difference is you can stop hanging out with that person, or you can say no and you can make a decision that you don't want to do it, or you could stand up for yourself and you could say, I don't like when you're using me, or I'm tired of you using me. So which I'm gonna give some words at the end of what you can say in that situation. So they frequently bad mouth other friends. If your friends is frequently voicing negative opinions about their other friends to you, then you may consider that they could be saying bad things about you to their friends. If this friend is always speaking badly about others, they may not be someone you can trust. So they spreading rumors about you, saying all types of things, and they say, "Oh, someone did this or someone said this." So so what they frequently mean, like they frequently badmouth other friends, they mean they spreading rumors about them. They spreading rumors about you that you don't even know about, and they just going behind your back and saying this is what they did or something must have happened. So it says, yes, and what can the rumors rumors say? So it says a rumor can say anything that is unconfirmed and potentially not true, such as the company is going to lay off a large number of employees. The CEO is planning to retire soon. Two celebrities are secretly dating. A new major developed project is coming to the neighborhood, or a popular teacher is leaving the school. So key points about rumors: unfortified, unfortified information. They spread information that hasn't been officially confirmed, leaving room for doubt and speculation. Can be positive or negative. Rumors can be about good news like a promotion or bad news like a scandal. Can be harmful. Spreading rumors can damage reputation and create unnecessary tension. So, if you're spreading rumors about somebody, that means it's harm that you're harming the other person, you're hurting the other person, and then once they spread rumors about you, and then they said this is what happened or this is what they did. So it's kind of crazy when you spreading the rumors about people and it's making them look bad. So so it says, what is the saying about rumors? Rumors are passed by haters, spread by fools, and believed by idiots. People only rain on your parade because they are jealous of your sun and tired of their shade. So it's it's just a bad situation, or it could hurt, or they just jealous of you because of how you look, or it's because how you look. So let's say that. So it says, so Ruben has it. So listen to the entire lesson. Rumor has it is an expression used when suggesting you might have heard someone that you might heard something or read about something that is taking place now or in the future. A rumor is not a fact. Here are some examples. Rumor has it that the rumor has that player will get traded. So so what is the difference between gospel, gos, gospel, gossip? What is the difference between gospel and rumors? Gospel refers to tell. Gospel refers to talk, talking about someone or something to another person, whereas a rumor refers to spreading specific information that has not been verified. Gospel Gospel is pretty much talking about others. without a solid evidence, whereas rumors is uncertain news-based information. So now it says so instead of them spreading rumors, they gossip about you and they talk about you with their friends. So let's see, because gospel is when they talk about other people, and the other people, when the person is not there daily. So it says gospel is a casual conversation or rumors about other people's personal life. It can be unkind, disapproving, or untrue. Examples. There has been gossip about the reason for his absences. He spent the first hour talking gospel. Talk about gossip. Gossip is a casual conversation or rumors about other people's personal life. It can be unkind, disproving, or untrue. Examples: there has been gossip about the reason for his absence. He spent the first hour talking gossip. Eva gossip with Sarah. Synonym: chit chat, hearsay, and parlor. Palaver. Palaver. Negative effects. Gospel can erode trust, goodwill, and peace. It can destroy a person's self-confidence and self-esteem. It can lead to depression, suicidal thoughts, eating disorders, anxiety, and other issues. Related terms. Gossiper is a person who is given to tattling or idle talk. Gossipy, an adjective that describes something that is gossipy. So what qualifies as gospel? As gossip? Gossip. So what qualifies as gossip? Gossip is conversation that lights, informal, and usually about other people's business. It can be fun to gossip about others, but no one likes it when they're the subject of gossip. So it says what does it mean when people gossip? What is gossip? Gossip is saying hurtful and unkind things about a person to another person. The receiver of the gossip may not know the person who is being talked about by the gossiper, but the gossiper gossiper The receiver of the gossip may not know the person who is being talked about by the gossiper, and the recipient of the gossip is not part of the problem or the solution. So let's see what can we do about this situation. It says, what can you do when someone gossip gossip about you. So when someone gossips about you, you can address the situation directly with the person spreading the rumors. Choose to ignore it if the gossiper is minor. Try to understand their motivations. Focus on maintaining positive relationship with others and avoid engaging in gossip yourself. Remember that their actions are a reflection of them, not you, and try not to take it personally. So, so in this situation, so it says key strategies. Confront the gossiper. If you feel comfortable, calmly approach the person spreading rumors and express your concerns about their behavior and how is it affecting you. So in this situation, you don't speak calmly about the situation because after they talk about you and they're gossiping about you, then you can say it with bass in your voice. So let's see. Let's see what say in a bass in your voice when someone spur about you. So let's see. So now so 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 what you can say is it is very tempting to say I was told you were spreading gospel about me. Or you can say you may choose the direct side. You may choose the direct style. I know you've been spreading false rumors about me, and I want them to stop it, or I want it to stop immediately. Or I don't know if you heard the rumors about me or not, but if you do, please shut them down. Or is you the person that you heard that they was spreading gospel about you? So it is. So let's go to the calm way first. So when someone is gospel about you, you can respond by calmly refusing to engage, stating that you don't want to participate in gospel, redirecting the conversation to a different topic, if appropriate, directly addressing the person and asking them to stop spreading rumors about you, depending on your comfort level in the situation. Phrases like I'd rather not discuss this. I don't feel comfortable I don't feel comfortable talking about others behind their backs. Or if you have concerns, I encourage you to speak directly to them, can be effective. Or if you want to respond aggressively, to someone gossiping about you, you can say something like, "Do you have a problem with me?" Then say it to my face instead of running your mouth behind my back. "You're a pathetic gospeler. Stop spreading lies about me." Or if you have something to say, come tell me directly. Come tell me directly, not whisper behind my back. So these are things you can express to them when they spreading rumors about you or they gossip about you. So you can tell them, "Do you have a problem with me?" Then say it to my face instead of running your mouth behind my back. "You are pathetic gospel. Stop spreading lies about me." Or if you have something to say, come tell me directly, not whisper behind my back. So that's why we don't necessarily that's why it's not good to talk about people, because it might be hurtful to the other person. So it says they don't tolerate differences. Well, hold on. They don't tolerate differences. Friends often have some differences, but hobbies, interests, outlook on life, or belief. Good friends can tropically understand these differences and accept you for who you are. However, if someone seems to frequently be dismissive, judgmental, or demeaning of you for what you believe, they may not be a good friend to having your life. So people who were supposed to be your friend had lack of interest in you, and then they start acting differently because other people was around. So it's a little bit of a difference. So that means they don't really tolerate differences. So they can be friends with you now, but later they're gonna be friends with someone else. So sometimes they can be dismissive or judgmental or demeaning you for what you have or what you believe. So people who are supposed to be your friend acts different towards you when they're around other people. So they might be in a different environment to other people. So let's see what they mean, like that they don't tolerate differences. They don't tolerate differences because they don't tolerate differences means that a group of people are not accepting of diversity and actively resist of disapproving of ideas, beliefs, or practices that are different from their own. Essentially, they lack openness to different perspectives, and they may even be hostile towards those who are not like them. So it says key points about this phrase: intolerance. It directly indicates intolerance which is the opposite of tolerance, where one will accept and respect differences. A lack of acceptance. People who don't tolerate differences are not willing to embrace or understand viewpoints that diverge from their own. Potential for discrimination. Potential for discrimination. This attitude can lead to discriminatory behavior towards individuals or groups based on their differences. So actually, like, people who are supposed to be your friend is friends with someone else, and then you feel leads out to be the lone person that feels lonely, that feels sad and lonely, and they just turn their back on you, because the only difference is they may not like you for who you are in a situation, and they had this lack of respect of other people. So at least if we understand this whole situation that they might be in, so it's many different reasons why they might act different towards you. So it says, example situation: a workplace where employees are pressured to conform to a certain way of thinking, and those with different options are criticized or passed over for opportunities. A community that actively excludes people with different cultural background or religious belief. A social group that is hostile towards individuals who express non-traditional viewpoints. So it says, what does tolerance for difference means? Acceptance of diversity. Understand tolerance as a permissive relationship between different people. In this expression of tolerance, people do not interfere with each other or their practices, but instead accept their existent permission or coexistent conceptions. So what does it mean when you don't tolerate something? When you don't tolerate something, it means to have the patience or withstand something or someone that is. So what does it mean when you don't tolerate something? To tolerate means to have the patience to withstand something or someone that is unpleasant or disagreeable. So to not tolerate bullies means to not have the patience to put up with the action of a bully, and the bully will be punished upon first occurrence without being given a second chance. So when the bully comes to you and when they bully you, they don't get a chance, or they don't get a chance to bully, or they don't stand a chance. So when a bully comes up to you, they don't stand a chance, because they bully you for whatever reason that they do, or they bully for a reason for how you look. So they don't stand a chance. So doesn't stand a chance is an idiom that means someone or something has no chance of succeeding or winning For example, you might say, she doesn't stand a chance of winning the election. So the opposite of doesn't stand a chance is an expression of stands a chance, which means someone or something has a possibility of succeeding. For example, you might say, she stands a good chance of winning the election. Examples: the boat stood little chance against the power of the storm. I applied for the job, but I never stood a chance against Paul. These children stand a much better chance of survival for the new treatment. So if you say that someone stands a chance of achieving something, you mean that they are likely to achieve it. If you say that someone doesn't stand a chance of achieving something, you mean that they cannot possibly achieve it. So when I mean like the bully doesn't stand a chance, that means they have no chance of winning or succeeding. So now we can go back to the article and say, they're often flaky. A flaky friend can be difficult to accommodate. If you're the one who is always making plans and they frequently making excuses or not showing up, you may wonder if they care about the friendship. However, there can be legitimate reasons for this behavior, such as if the person has social anxiety, so it may be best to try to talk with this friend to gain an understanding of what might be going on. So let's see, what questions could you ask a friend that's making excuses for not showing up. So let's see, what questions can you ask about flaky, like flaky friend. Let's see, flaky friend. So when dealing with a flaky friend, you can ask questions like, how do you feel when you have to cancel plans? It says, how do you feel when you have to cancel plans the last minute? So let's correct the question for a second. Let's say you make plans with this person, and the person is always making excuses and say, oh, I can't make it, oh, I have to do this, or I have to do that, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. So it says, how do I feel when you have to cancel plans the last minute? So it makes a person feel lonely or feel disrespected. So let's see what feelings could they be. So it says, how do you feel when a friend cancel plans the last minute. Cancel plans at the last minute. So when a friend cancels plans at the last minute, you might feel disappointed, frustrated, let down, disrespected, or even a little hurt. It can make you question their reliability and whether they value your time, especially if it happens frequently. So if they cancel plans at the last minute, they wasting your time. They don't care much about your time. They just really making excuses or not having respect for your time because you cancel plans before then and then they wasted your time. So that tells you they wasting your time. They don't want to hang out with you. But they said before that they was willing to come. They were willing to come, so I don't understand now that they have to cancel plans the last minute. So let's go back to the question real quick. So the first question says, how do you feel when you have to cancel plans the last minute? Do you think use some time? Wait, it says, do you think you sometimes commit to things you can't follow through on? Have you noticed a pattern of changing plans often? Is there anything going on in your life that might be making it hard to stick to communicate? Wait, is there anything going on in your life that might be making it hard to stick to commitments? Do you think we could find ways to make our plans more concrete? How can I be how can I best support you and be more reliable with our plans? Key points to consider when asking these questions. Be direct but respectful. Avoid exclamatory language. Be direct but respectful. Avoid accusatory language and focus on how their behavior impacts you. Ask about their perspective. Give them a chance to explain their reasons for flaking out. Focus on solutions. Discuss ways to improve communication and make plans more manageable. Consider their situation. Check if there are any underlying issues like stress or anxiety that might be contributing to their flakiness. Further questions depending on the situation. Do you feel comfortable discussing why you might be canceling plans so often? Have you ever considered using reminders or calendar to help with keeping track of plans? Would you be open to setting clearer expectation about communication before making plans? Do you think it would be helpful to talk about this with someone else, like a therapist? So once you ask your question, you can say something to make the friend understand. So once you ask your question, I'm gonna give you tips on what you can say to a flaky person who's always canceling plans at the last minute, and they know you wanted to hang out, but you feeling let down. So it says, when addressing a flaky person, you can say something like, I feel frustrated when our plans change so often. Is there a way we can work together to make sure plans stick? Or I really want to hang out, but when you cancel at the last minute, it makes me feel like my time isn't valued. So, which means if so, when their time isn't valued, that means you're wasting their time, or you wasted their time, and they cancel plans beforehand. So, key points to remember are to be direct, express your feelings clearly, and focus on how their behavior impacts you while avoiding accusatory language. So, here are a few more options depending on the situation. Gentle approach. Hey, I noticed you've been changing plans a lot lately. Is everything okay? Setting boundaries. If you're not sure if you can make it, please let me know as soon as possible so I can adjust accordingly. Open communication. Can we talk about how we can better manage our plans together? Acknowledge their perspective. I understand things come up, but when it happens often, it can be hard to rely on our plans. It can be hard to rely on our plans. Avoid things to avoid. Blaming or shaming. You always flaking out on me. Passive aggression. Oh, that's fine. I'm used to it. So that means you're okay with the situation, which you are not okay with the situation. Making assumption about their reasons without asking. You just don't care about plans. Or another way you can say is, because some people, like a lot of people, get upset when people are flaky. They cancel plans at the last minute and they come up with excuses or reasons not to show up. So, or another question you can ask them, is there any reason why you cancel plans the last minute, or is there any reason why you're not showing up to my plans? So now once you say what you had to say, so if the person is continuing to be flaky and don't show up to your plans, or don't show up to places they can't, and they canceling, you know what you can say? Let them know you disappointed. Once the other person hears how much their flakiness bothers you, they'll change if they value the relationship. I felt pretty let down when you canceled lunch. I'm really bummed that you left me hanging on Friday. It makes me feel pretty lonely when you cancel the last minute. Or you might, or so, 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 so once they said what they had, so once they said and let you know, so you can stop by. Can I talk to you? Or can I talk to you for a minute? I was pretty bummed that you left me hanging on Friday. I felt pretty let down when you cancel lunch. It makes me feel pretty lonely when you cancel at the last minute. So what to say to someone who keeps flaking. Be honest, approach them directly, and express how their flakiness affects you. For example, you could say, I've noticed that we've had to cancel plans a lot lately, and it makes me feel unimportant. So, it says, I don't deal with flaky or unreliable people. People like that don't respect you as a person, so you don't have to have enough self-respect for yourself. So you have to have enough self-respect for yourself to know that you worth, to know your worth with, to know your worth when people take advantage and waste your time. A person that cancels plans and does not follow up with you in a timely fashion about a change plans and never keeps their word is someone that does add a benefit to you, in my opinion. Now, if it's a flaky family member, I would not just I would just not rely or make plans with them because they are not reliable. Being flaky is not attractive in my opinion, and it exhibits other negative quality like dishonesty, fakeness, or narcissism. If you don't so if you don't want to do something, then commit to it. And if you can't do it anymore, just simply say you can't do anymore in a timely manner. So that lets the person know that you can't do it in general. So you can't waste other people's time because it doesn't really make sense. So it doesn't really make sense to cancel plans at the last minute. So now it's kind of easy said to a flaky person. So it says, so what can you say aggressively to a flaky person over? So even though you let them know that you're disappointed and it bothers you, so it says, so, or you could say, I'm not feeling great about rescheduling. Since I know this is not the first time we're trying that, I don't think you and I are a match, but I'm wishing you the best. So that's also another thing. That's also another thing you can say. So, or if the person is continuing to be flaky, then you don't make plans with them at all because the person is continue to be flaky and not even realize that your time is violet or your time is valuable. So if you want to say something aggressively to a flaky person, you can try phrases like you can't be trusted to follow through or anything. Are you even trying to be reliable? Stop making plans you clearly don't intend to keep. This is getting ridiculous. You always flake out. Or do you even respect my time? So, I believe that these are good words so far. However, be aware that directly confronting someone aggressively may damage their relationship, and it's usually not the best approach to solving an issue with flakiness. Consider a more assertive and direct conversation instead. Stating your frustrations and expectation while asking them to be more dependable. so, I mean, in this situation, you can't stay calmly, or you can't stay calmly after someone has been flaky and keep changing plans after time. So it's time for you to be a little more strict in that situation. So it says, you can't be trusted to follow through on anything. Are you even trying to be reliable? Stop making plans you clearly don't intend to keep. This is getting ridiculous. You always flake out. Or you don't even, do you even respect my time? So these are words right there you can say to say, that's what you can say to a flaky person. So now, last but not least, they are pushy, not understanding. If a person is pressuring you to do things with which you don't feel comfortable with, such as attending a certain party or trying certain things, they may not be a good friend. A good friend can respect your boundaries. Additionally, if you have obligations such as work, school, or family, and your friend gets angry whenever you bossy, then this could be a sign of a less than healthy relationship. Many friends may have a problem or two at times, and these signs are not automatic indications of a bad friend. However, if you are questioning the quality of the friendship, considering some of these signs may be useful. Oftentimes, having a conversation with your friend about your concerns can be helpful. So if someone is pushing you and they want you to do something, then so so if someone is being pushy, you can say something like, I appreciate you asking, but my answer is no. Please respect my decision. I've already said no. Let's move on. Or I need some space to consider this. Depending on the situation, always maintaining a firm and polite tone while clearly stating your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no. You can say, example responses, I'm not comfortable with this. I need to talk about it and get back to you later. That's not something I'm willing to do right now. I understand your perspective, but my answer is still no. I'm not going to discuss this further. So it's your right to say no. Yeah, so you have the rights to say no. So it says help with navigating friendship and development developing friendship skills. If you having trouble with your friendship or want support in figuring out whether or not a friendship may be positive, speaking with a professional counselor may help. Working with a therapist may help you understand your feelings, make sense of different friendship, and learn ways to strengthen your relationship. Research has found that that online therapy can be just can be just effective can be just as effective as in-person therapy for a variety of concerns. For instance, one research study conducted a comprehensive review of studies on the effectiveness of internet-based intervention for a variety of concerns. It found no differences in effectiveness between face-to-face and internet interventions in 14 studies that compared the two. With online therapy through BetterHelp, you can meet with a therapist wherever is most convenient for you, including from home, which may make it easier to schedule as you won't have to worry about a commute. You can communicate with your therapist via phone, live chat, video conferences, or in app messaging. Below are reviews of some of our therapists from people seeking help with similar concerns. So it says, Angela is a fabulous therapist. She always listens to me and is never judgmental. She does, however, tell me off when I need it, but always explains why and helps me get on the right path again. Sometimes we just talk not about anything in particular, but as friends. Having her as a therapist has been one of the best things in my life. She is always willing to help when I need her. So it says the therapist is I named one so far. So it says takeaway. A good friend is often someone who is there for you, who listens to you, who you enjoy spending time with. If a friend pressures you or only seems to spend time with you when they need something from you, that could be an indication of a less than optimal friendship. Optimum or optimum. Let's see what this word pronunciation is. Optimum. Optimal. Or less than optimal friendship. If you would like support in navigating your friendship with others, online therapy will help. So it says, frequently asked questions. Read more below for answers question commonly about this topic. So it says, what does friendship really mean? According to the American Physiological Association, friendship is a voluntary relationship between two or more people that is relatively long-lasting and in which those involved tend to be concerned with meeting the others' needs and interests as well as satisfying their own desire. A friendship can differ from a romantic relationship, and that friendship doesn't usually involve passion and physical intimacy. What is the main purpose of friendship? Emotional support is tropically one of the main purposes of friendship. One of the main purposes of friendship. Friends are often there to celebrate with you during happy times and often help and encouragement during challenging times. What is friendship in beautiful words? The supportive bond between two people in a friendship can be an example of a visual part of overall well-being. What is most important in friendship? It could be said that the most important thing in friendship is being able to open up and talk with one another about a variety of topics. This often involves trust and emotional intimacy. In healthy relationships, what are the qualities of a real friend? Real friends are often honest, supportive, trustworthy, empathetic, and humorous. If you like to be a real friend to others, it can be helpful to work on these friendship skills yourself. The best friend only displays such qualities of those listed above. How how can you tell if someone is a true friend? A true friend will likely be accepting, non-judgmental, and dependable. Not all friendships may involve these characteristics, but it's possible that the people involved in each friendship aren't true friends. If you seek true friendships, try to ensure that you also a true friend. So it says, what two things is friendship compared to? In a poem by Ellen Bailey titled A Golden Chain, friendship is compared to both a golden chain and a precious jewel. Friendship can be a valuable addition to our life that greatly contributes to our overall happiness. What is the difference between friendship and a friend? You can define friendship as the state of being friends. Meanwhile, the word friend is often defined as a person with who you experience medical affection. Parents and other individuals in the family can often be considered friends, as can people outside of your family. What are three main points of friendship? Vulnerable, positivity, and consistently may be the 3 points of friendship. Other factors like loyalty and emotional support can also play a part. What are the 3 things needed in a friendship? Connection, fun, and trust may be the 3 things needed in a friendship. It can also be important to have conflict resolution skills, as most people will encounter conflict at some point during their friendship. So this is why a good friend can always have you back. So now the blanket is here. So now the blanket that I made, yellow and orange, goes nicely together. And you see this blanket is getting bigger. And you see, this is coming out long. So now what we learned today, a good friend will always help you, support you, and will stand up for you and always be there for you. So bad friends will let you down. So I hope you like, subscribe, and comment down below on my YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another video. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.